Hi, guys. Are you in a situation this morning where you feel as if you've been dealt a difficult card in life? And so you're thinking, why me, Lord? Why me? But the Lord is saying that, my son, my daughter, I am allowing you to go through this so you can be saved. Pretty much. That's the bottom line. That's what God intends for all of us, for all of his children to be saved. Some situations are more difficult than some. May I remind you about 2 points. The first one is, he says that his grace is sufficient to take us through any situation for however long it might take. Also, sometimes he will take us through a situation to show us how difficult the situation was, but he took you out with a little bit of effort. And so may I remind you of Joseph. God had a plan for Joseph's life, and he was wrongly accused of messing around with Potiphar's wife, and so he was thrown in jail. You can read Genesis chapter 39 and chapter 40 in your leisure, to get a gist of the story if you're not familiar. But he was thrown in jail. And because God was in total control of this situation, he allowed the prison warden to give Joseph some duties of looking over some of the prisoners. And while he was doing that, he became friendly with a butler and a baker that was employed by Pharaoh. They were thrown in the same prison. So they were there together, and the butler and the baker had dreams that they couldn't interpret. And so Joseph interpreted those dreams for them. And so the butler, his dream when Joseph interpreted it was that he was going to be reinstated as butler in Pharaoh's house. And so said, so done. It so happened, to make a long story short, that Pharaoh started having dreams and he could not interpret them. And so he said, I know a guy, he's in prison, his name is Joseph. And so Joseph was summoned to Pharaoh, and he interpreted Pharaoh's dreams. And as a result, he was given high rank. He was elevated from prisoner now to a higher position. And so that is what God do with us sometimes. That's his way of doing things. He doesn't have to do it that way, but he uses different methods for different reasons. But the outcome is that he wants to show you how much he loves you, how much he loves us, and that he can take us out of difficult situations that we would never have even thought of. Be encouraged, especially as we go through this week, that situations will come, but his grace will take us through, however long it takes. God bless. Bye.